Round 1, Eastern Conference, the NBA playoffs. The Pistons enter the postseason with the best record in the conference. But now, the stakes are higher. Will their dominance be tested as they go up against the Toronto Raptors? Round 1, Game 1, the NBA playoffs, coming up next.
It's time to kick off the postseason. Round 1, Game 1 of the Eastern Conference playoffs. And you can just feel the energy here tonight. And on tap tonight, it's the Detroit Pistons going up against the Toronto Raptors. This is Brian Anderson with Grant Hill and Stan Van Gundy. And out on the sidelines is Allie LaForce. So let's take a look at the starters for Toronto. Dick and Barrett are the 2 of the 3. Jakob Poeltl out there with Brandon Ingram. And it's quickly in at the 1 spot. And for Detroit, Thompson and Harris make up the forwards. Cunningham is out there with Karis LeVert. And it's Duren in at the 5. So Toronto will get the first possession. Quickly, passes to Poeltl. Now Grady Dick. Outside Ingram. Detroit with a rebound. And here's Harris. And here's LeVert for 3. And the three-pointer goes.
That's a big make for LeVert. Should help his confidence.
Outside Ingram. Back to quickly. Launches a 3. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Back to Harris. Outside for LeVert. The 3. Another 3 for Detroit.
A good shooter with a smooth stroke. LeVert's ability to hit shots can take him very far in this league.
Toronto passing it around. Quickly passes to Dick. And here's Ingram outside. Drills it from deep.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Now here's Cunningham. And Detroit again with the bucket.
Yeah, they need Cunningham to be effective from that mid-range area.
Pass to Dick. Now Poeltl. Back to Dick. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Out to Harris. Clock at 6. Here's the floater. It's rebounded by Barrett. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Ingram, and he banks in the layup. Ingram's got 5 now.
Well, Ingram's very efficient when he gets the ball that close to the basket.
LeVert outside. Harris outside. The three-pointer off the mark. The Raptors have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Barrett against Thompson. Pass to quickly. Right side Dick. Takes a 3. The rebound by Detroit.
Well, that is stifling coverage on the perimeter. That's how you stop a good shooter in his tracks.
Out to Harris. Fires for 3. Drains the triple.
At this stage of his career, Harris is a floor spacer. Asked to knock down 3s.
Ingram deciding where to go with it. There's the call on Jalen Duren. That's his first foul of the game. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Outside Barrett. 5 on the clock. The 3 is up. Duren with the rebound. Detroit leading by 4. Cunningham outside. Back to Thompson, to the middle. The shot's good on the assist by Cunningham.
Well, that's where Cunningham is at his best, operating the pick and roll.
And so it's Ingram with it. He brings it up for the Toronto Raptors. Picked by Pirtle. To the paint. Curran with a steal. And here's Thompson for three. Gets the three to fall. Thompson's got his second bucket of the night.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Quickly finds Barrett. And here's Ingram outside. The Pistons clear it. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with J.B. Bickerstaff. As far as Brandon Ingram goes, Coach believes that space is the key. He told me, quote, if we can close the gap, there aren't as many tools that he can go to, especially if we have a second defender to throw an occasional arm out. Percentages drop quite a bit in those cases. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Now here's Pirtle. Left side Ingram. Over Harris. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take two from the free throw line. That one on Harris.
Yeah, for Ingram, it's just all about staying healthy because when he is, he's a huge piece for his team.
That free throw, good from Ingram.
Well, Ingram's a kind of a quiet scorer. Sometimes you don't even notice when he's putting up 20, 30, 40, because he just does it within the flow of the game.
Walter, he's checked in for Toronto. Both free throws good from Ingram.
You really don't even have to watch him at the line. Just listen for the net.
LeVert outside. Back to Cunningham. Top of the key. It's rebounded by Barrett. Raptors trail by 7. Down low. Here's quickly. There's the block. Inside. And stolen by Barrett. They're running. Here's Walter. He's checked by LeVert. Pass to Barrett. Thompson with some nice D.
That's going up against a defense that knows your tendencies.
Harris on the wing. Fades back. Oh, good work defensively by Ingram.
Well, he certainly had trouble finding the mark this quarter.
Quickly outside. Outside Barrett. The rebound. Duran's got 4 rebounds now. To the inside. Here's Harris. And Harris throws it down.
Solid athlete with a good vertical. Harris knows how to get inside and hammer it home.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Ingram on the wing. Pounded by Harris. Harris against Ingram.
Yeah, on the attack. Ingram making things happen.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Detroit.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And I've also really liked how aggressive they've been in the open floor. I mean, when they see a chance to push it, they go for it.
dribble for the Pistons. Stewart, he's checked in for Harris. Robinson comes in for Thompson. And Sasser subbed in for Levert. Toronto also changing it up. Mamukelashvili's checked in for Pirtle. Mobo comes in for Barrett. Shed comes in for Quickly. He misses the free throw. The second one. Here's Cunningham. Shoots from 12, and the jumper is good. And the Pistons lead by 10.
And this defense needs to turn the screws and ramp up the intensity. They're looking a little loose out there right now.
To the middle. Here's Walter. And he buries his first look.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Detroit leading by 8. Cunningham deciding where to go with it. 1:57 left to play in the first. Outside Robinson. Counted from distance.
Already +5 in terms of rebound margin.
Here's Shed, still without a bucket. Inside, here's Mobo, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Well, he sends it inside where they can get a high percentage look. That's just great basketball.
Cunningham finds Robinson. Cunningham, a screen on Ingram. Pass to Sasser. This one for 3. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Outside Ingram. Here's Shed. 58 seconds left in the first. 6 to shoot. The Raptors need to get off a shot. Mobo can't hit. Detroit leading by 9. Pass to Sasser. Back to Robinson. Sasser outside. The 3 ball. And it's Robinson with the 3. Robinson's got 6.
I just love the ball movement.
Raptors trail by 12. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Outside Ingram. To the paint. Curran with a steal. Now here's Robinson. He's got 6. Stewart the pass to Duran. Now Cunningham. From deep. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And so it's Detroit, now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. Defense is setting the tone. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this. And time for us to get back into it here in Game 1. Boy, the Pistons have been rolling along.
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
Yeah, and when you're hitting threes early, that opens up the floor and really helps your offense.
They've got Marcus Sasser, Holland out there with Isaiah Stewart. Then it's Duncan Robinson, and it's Jones in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group for Detroit starting the second. Now here's Quickly. No points yet. Pass to Mobo. Toronto passing it around. Avaji. No good on the triple. Detroit leading by 12. Down low. Poke loose. Here's Walter. Robinson defending. Now here's Quickly. To the paint. Here's Mamukelashvili. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in. Mamukelashvili's got his first 2 points. Detroit has gone 6 of 9 from three-point range. Pass to Robinson. Picked by Stewart. The three is up. Lobo with the rebound. Raptors trail by 10. Now quickly. Sasser defending. And he lobs it up top.
The pass, the catch, the slam. What a clean play.
Man, absolutely jaw-dropping. Jones with the ball. Pass to Stewart. And here's Robinson. And it falls for him. He's hit 3 of his first 4 attempts. Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. Here's Mamukelashvili. Now here's quickly. Off target with the 3. Here's Holland. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. And a fast break now for the Raptors. Lobo gets the bucket.
Woohoo! Just great work cashing in on the fast break.
Well, converting on those transition opportunities is just so important.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. For the Pistons, Thompson, he's checked in for Holland. Karis LeVert comes in for Jones. And Cunningham subbed in for Sasser. Toronto on D. They've only given up 2 points this quarter. Inside. Ingram's checked in for Abaji.
First personal foul. First team foul. Toronto substitution. Number 3. Ingram. Brandon.
Stewart, the pass to Thompson. Cunningham against Quickly. 5 to shoot. From 17, and it's Cunningham missing.
Yeah, you expect him to make those. Good luck. Just couldn't find the mark.
To the inside. Oh, it's stolen by LeVert. Launches it. And again, no good by Detroit.
Well, clearly it hasn't been his best game offensively, but collectively, they've still found a way to get the lead.
Pass to Ingram. There's a screen. Shot clock at 6. Lobo can't hit.
I mean, come on. That's a shot you expect him to make.
To the middle. Here's Cunningham. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. Duran, he's checked in for Stewart.
What's up? Second personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for Detroit, Cunningham. Hey.
Well, Cade Cunningham is a terrific all-around player. His scoring, passing, and rebounding are a huge lift for this team.
Now here's Ingram. Give him 8. Pass to Walter. Shoots. And again, no good by Toronto. Robinson for 3. Good efficiency. He's drained 4 out of 5.
I mean, this is what Duncan Robinson does. He finds you points at the arc.
And here's Ingram. There's a screen.
Well, Ingram knows how to be a problem for the defense inside, drawing contact there.
This will be his 3rd trip to the free throw line.
At the line for the Raptors, Ingram. Brandon Ingram. 2 shots.
And he makes a first. Toronto making a switch here. Barrett's checked in. And he can't hit the second.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Quickly against Cunningham. Detroit moving the ball around. LeVert left side. Pass to Cunningham. From downtown. Tries to save it. And they recover it. Thompson scanning the floor. Back to Cunningham. Duran with a screen on Barrett. And here's Cunningham outside. Rebound Toronto.
Well, this period, he's been his own worst enemy, and now he's pressing.
Quickly against Cunningham. Outside Ingram. Shoots over Robinson. And again, Toronto, no good. And here's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for Detroit to the inside. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Flying high, Asar Thompson. I wish I still had hops like that.
Pass to Mamukelashvili. Here's Ingram. And the layup falls. And 11 points for Brandon Ingram.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players.
Here come the two sets, everybody. Who wants one? Who wants a free t-shirt? Loud and set. They're gonna come your way. It's time to fire off the t-shirts, everybody! Attention fans, we got t-shirts! It's coming at you! So make the noise!
Tobias Harris checked in for the Pistons. Toronto also changing it up. Pirtle's checked in for Mamukelashvili. Dick comes in for Walter. Shed comes in for Quickly. The Pistons lead by 13. Cunningham passes to Harris. Rebounded by Ingram. Toronto has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. It's Barrett on the wing. Pass to Dick. Here's Shed. And now the Pistons in transition. Here's Thompson, and the slam dunk by Thompson.
Playing above the rim. This kid, Asar Thompson, can fly.
Outside Ingram. Now here's Dick. Outside Barrett. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pirtle with a screen on Thompson. Barrett passes to Pirtle, and he gets the bucket.
You like how Barrett always keeps his eyes open, watching the court for those assist opportunities.
Detroit has gone 7 of 14 from the perimeter in this one. To the paint. Here's Duren, and the dunk by Duren.
And sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here, hanging up there like that. Ingram, the pass to Pirtle, back to Ingram. Good on the shot. 13 points for Brandon Ingram.
Well, you can tell that Ingram has it going. What a difference maker he's been on offense.
Harris is doubled. Back to Cunningham. And here's LeVert for 3. Rebound Toronto. And here's Ingram. 13 points in the game. Pass to Shed. Fires the 3. Thompson pulls it in. Detroit leading by 13. Now Cunningham fires from deep. Buries it from 3. Cunningham's got 10.
Yeah, and Cunningham there, able to shoot with his feet set. That's one he knows he can hit.
And so now a timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. Out of bounds as Toronto keeps possession. A minute 37 left in the first half. And stolen by Cunningham. Outside for LeVert. Wide open look. Rebound by the Raptors.
Missed opportunity. He's just got to shake that one off.
Barrett, and he's now 1 for 4 after that one.
And I love the confidence from Barrett. He enjoys finding room inside and capitalizing.
Harris outside. Thompson outside. Pass to Harris. And here's Cunningham. 4 on the clock. Rebound Toronto. Pirtle's got his 4th rebound in this one. Barrett against Thompson. Out to the right wing. Pirtle with a screen on Cunningham. Here's Shed. Duren with a rebound. Duren's got 11 rebounds in the game. Harris passes to LeVert. Thompson outside. For three, here's Harris. Rebound, Toronto. Pirtle's got 5 rebounds tonight. Down low, here's Ingram. And the bucket is good. Ingram's got 15 points.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
And so it's the Detroit Pistons. A sizable lead of 14 at the break. Tough to run with them. They get the ball up the court so fast. Time for a quick break, then back to the action.
Welcome, folks. Game 1 and a big deficit right now for the Toronto Raptors.
They're getting steamrolled, giving up too many points in the paint.
And it's just not the rim protection. You have to stay in front of all ball handlers, or you'll get broken down and eaten alive.
Checking out how the Pistons are doing in this series. Guys, how important is the first game of a series?
Very important, Ernie. You learn a lot about yourselves and your opponent. Teams will attack and try to exploit your weaknesses.
And after game 1, it's all about how you cover up those weaknesses. Force your opponent to shake up their approach, man.
Yeah, moves and counter moves. And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
And thanks for sticking with us as this round 1 game continues. Boy, without question, Brandon Ingram displaying his skills today.
What makes him an exciting player is the ultra-aggressive mindset that we saw over and over in the first half.
Yeah, he hasn't been settling. He's getting to the rim, and that's him at his best.
And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for Detroit. Checking out the group for Darko Rajakovic to start the second half. Dick and Barrett are the 2 of the 3. Jakob Poeltl out there with Brandon Ingram. And it's quickly in at the point guard position. Harris' shot is good.
He drops yet another dive, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Here's Ingram. And that bucket makes him 6 for 10 in the contest.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
Thompson outside. Duran up top. Harris outside. Thompson with a screen. Just 5 to shoot. The offensive rebound. And here's Cunningham outside. Sinks it from distance. Cunningham's got 13.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Quickly passes to Poeltl. Here's Dick. The 3. Duran with a rebound. Duran's got rebound number 13 tonight with that one. And he's going for the oop here. And the slam dunk by Thompson.
Well, their schemes have been effective, and he's been a significant part of their focus.
Outside Ingram. Duran with a rebound. Duran's got 14 rebounds tonight, going after it. On the wing, Thompson. It's stolen by Ingram. Pass to Barrett. Outside Dick. Back to Barrett. 6 on the shot clock. Poeltl with a screen on Harris. For 3, Barrett. Duran with a rebound. The Pistons lead by 20. Here's Thompson. Out to Harris. 3-pointer. The putback. Oh, 3 chances on that possession, but they just can't find a way to score. Quickly outside. Pass to Barrett. Back to Quickly. Poeltl with a screen on Thompson. The 3 from Quickly, and it's Harris with the rebound.
Halftime didn't do them any favors offensively. They've missed 4 of their last 5 shots.
And here's LeVert for 3. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Pass to Pirtle. Outside Barrett to stop the drought. Thompson pulls it in.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
LeVert passes to Cunningham. Harris is double. The 3 from Thompson. Rebound Toronto. Pirtle's got rebound number 8 now. It's Barrett on the wing. And rejected.
An effective stopper at the rim. Duran sure knows how to use those long arms of his.
Harris' shot is good.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
Timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, they just have to be more patient. Less forcing and more passing.
So here is Toronto. Left side Ingram. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone. They're almost impossible to stop Duran inside. Wow. Just wow.
Pass to Pirtle. Now Grady Dick. From 9 feet out. And yep, it's good. Dick's gotten his second bucket.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
And here's Harris outside. Rebound by the Raptors. Pirtle's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Pass to Quickly. Picked by Pirtle. The shot from 20 feet out. Buries the jump shot. Quickly's got his first points in this one.
Rock solid screen right there. The defender got completely lost.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look for that.
And it's Thompson that time on the assist by Cunningham. Thompson's got 13 now.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively with good reason. Efficiency will help you win a lot of games.
Pirtle, pass to Dick. Barrett against Thompson.
Yeah, just a great job by Barrett. Pounding it inside and getting to the line.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Detroit.
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the three.
And also, I just love how they've been moving the ball side to side on the perimeter. Great passing, unlocking their offensive potential.
And Detroit making a change here. Robinson's checked in. Toronto also changing it up. Mamukelashvili comes in for Pirtle, and it's Walter in for Dick. And he makes both free throws.
And with Barrett, we know he can score the ball. Now he must focus on becoming a better passer and facilitator.
Harris against Ingram. 4-3. They get the rebound. Pass to LeVert. Detroit moving the ball around. And here's Harris outside. Walter pulls it in.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Here's Ingram. And it's Harris with the rebound. Harris has got his 5th rebound in this one. Inside. Here's Duren. And the dunk by Duren.
How much power from Jalen Duren. Goodness.
And here's Quickly. He'll bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Pass to Mamukelashvili. Now here's Ingram. Pounded by Harris. It's Barrett on the wing. And the layup is good. Barrett's got 4 points this quarter.
Such a gutsy player. Barrett takes on challenging defenders in style and stays in control.
Right side, Robinson. Thompson, a screen on Ingram. 6 to shoot. LeVert outside. Over Quickly. The shot by LeVert, no good.
Well, when they're playing off you, you have to make them pay. And he couldn't.
Harris against Ingram. Mamukelashvili passes to Quickly. And here's Ingram outside. Detroit with a rebound. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead.
He made a 3 back in the first half, but that's it. We'll see if he can find his stroke.
Now here's Robinson. He's closely guarded. Here's Duren. It's hauled in by Mamukelashvili. Raptors trail by 21. Outside Ingram to the paint. Quickly passes to Mamukelashvili. Count it. Mamukelashvili's gotten his 2nd bucket of the game.
Yeah, I'd call this ideal scoring distance. It's almost too easy.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments.
Get up, get up, get up, get up, like this, come on. Get like that.
For the Pistons, Stewart, he's checked in for Duren. Holland comes in for Thompson. And Sasser subbed in for LeVert. Toronto also changing it up. Mobo, he's checked in for Brandon Ingram. Abaji comes in for Barrett. Shed comes in for Quickly. .141 left to play in the 3rd. Now here's Sasser. No made baskets yet. Clock at 6. Here's Robinson. Rebound Toronto. Here's Abaji. Here's Mamukelashvili. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
It's been a blowout thus far, but they're trying to get back into the game.
Detroit leading by 17. Pass to Robinson. Picked by Stewart. Again, the miss by the Pistons. Toronto shooting the ball at 43% from the field. Here's Abaji. Driving in. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up. These are his first free throws of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Kate Cunningham's checked in for Harris. And so he hits both.
And we've seen some good free throw shooting in the second half.
Detroit leading by 15. Pass to Holland. Detroit moving the ball around. Soft touch off the glass.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
And there's the screen. Abaji, the pass to Mamukelashvili. That shot wide open. Mamukelashvili's got 6 here in the quarter.
Well, offensively, he's doing his best to keep them in this game, but they might need someone else to step up as well.
Now Cunningham. Pass to Holland. Beyond the arc. He can't hit that time. And so it's the Detroit Pistons up 15 points as this quarter concludes. They put in work down low, getting in close and scoring in bunches. Back to the game after this break. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
Thanks for joining us again for round 1 of the NBA playoffs. Holland out there with Duncan Robinson. Then there's Kate Cunningham. Then it's Isaiah Stewart. And it's Sasser in at the point. That's the group for Detroit right now. Pass to Holland. Now Sasser. Stewart inside. The fadeaway. It's hauled in by Mamukelashvili. Raptors trail by 15. Now here's Quickly. Here's Abaji. Robinson defending. Quickly, left side. They set the screen. Lets it fly. Drops one in from the wing. The Pistons lead by 13. Cunningham outside. Outside Robinson. Pass to Holland. The Pistons need to get one up quick. Cunningham takes the hit and puts it in.
That's great composure from Cunningham. Saves the possession as the clock runs out.
Here's Mamukelashvili. Here's Walter. To the right side. Tries it from 19. The rebound by Stewart. Fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
If things are definitely working offensively, a balanced attack is just so much harder to defend.
Well, he can play the 4 because he gets off the ground so well.
And Darko Rajakovic has called a timeout. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. checked in for the Pistons. The Raptors also with a sub. Brandon Ingram is checked in for Abaji. Ingram against Robinson. Pass to Mobo. Quickly outside. Shot clock at 6. And again, Toronto, no good.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Raptors trail by 17. Pass to Walter. Comes up empty down low. The Pistons have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. And here's Duran. Now Cunningham. Here's Sasser. And the layup is good off the glass. Sasser's got his first 2 points of the night.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Here's Ingram. And he drains it, making him 7 for 15 for the day.
Yeah, huge game from Ingram. He does this so often. Maybe one of the most overlooked stars in the league.
Cunningham on the wing. Outside Robinson. Pass to Duran. Sasser outside. Lets the 3 fly. Kept alive. Back to Stewart. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham. Cunningham's got 8 assists in the game.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
The drive by Ingram. Can't hit the free throw line jumper. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Pistons. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Raptors trail by 21. Ingram with the ball. Pass to Mobo. Back to Ingram. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Quickly. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, after that tough first half, you hoped he'd find his way to bounce back and get things going here in the second.
And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. For the Pistons, Tobias Harris checked in for Stewart. Thompson comes in for Robinson. And LeVert subbed in for Sasser. Jakob Poeltl, he's checked in for Toronto. Barrett comes in for Mobo. Cunningham finds Harris. LeVert up top. Pass to Harris. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. It's going to go on Emmanuel quickly.
Yeah, we've seen Tobias do this for years. Figure out different ways to score it, including via the free throw line.
Tobias Harris, 2 shots.
First one falls.
Pretty easy to be the teammate of Tobias Harris. You can count on double digits from him most nights, and he doesn't need a ton of the ball to get there.
Toronto making a switch here. Dick's checked in. And he makes the first, but misses the second. Raptors trail by 20. Outside Ingram. Clock at 6. Duren with a rebound. Duren's got his 20th rebound here tonight. Pass to Thompson. Oh, trying his luck from deep. The shot's good on the assist by Cunningham. Cunningham's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. Back to quickly. Toronto passing it around. Pirtle with a screen on Harris. And here's Pirtle, covered by Duren. In transition, here they come! And Cunningham throws it down.
Well, we got to credit that steal by Duren to start the break. He can be disruptive.
And for Toronto, they're shooting around 30% since the fourth quarter got underway. Pass to Ingram, jacks up a 3, sends it home from three-point land. Ingram's got 22.
1 this half, 2 for the game. Staying active from beyond the arc.
LeVert a screen on quickly. Out to Harris. Here's the 3. They get it again. Duren. And the dunk by Duren. That gives him a double-double in this one.
And that was special. It's easy to be excited about Duren's future in this league.
Thanks to AT&T for that fantastic look from their connected cam. And here's quickly. He'll bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Pass to Barrett. Back to quickly. And here's Ingram outside. The Pistons clear it.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Thompson outside. Now here's Duren. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. It's going to be Duren shooting. That's on Jakob Poeltl. And some changes here for Detroit. Stewart, he's checked in for Tobias Harris. Robinson comes in for Thompson. And Sasser subbed in for LeVert.
Yeah, as of right now, Jalen Duren kind of seems like a classic big man. He can block, he can rebound, and he really focuses on finding close-range looks.
Quickly, passes to Ingram. Lets it go from deep. Again, the miss by Ingram. Detroit has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. Outside Robinson. Pass to Duren. Stewart outside. And here's Cunningham from the arc. Quickly with the rebound. 1:49 left in the fourth. Outside Barrett. Now quickly. He's watched by Cunningham. And here's Ingram from the arc. Oh my! Came close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Ooh, good defensive intensity, but you have to stay in control always.
Ingram. Brandon Ingram. 3 shots.
3 shots. 3 shots.
That free throw good from Ingram. And Detroit making a change here. Hollins checked in. He hits the second from the line. And he makes all three. Here's Sasser. A minute 37 left in the fourth quarter. Stewart outside. Pass to Cunningham. Back to Stewart. Rebound Toronto. Pirtle's got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him.
And capturing the series momentum up front. This is a monster Game 1 win for the Pistons.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And they have to be pleased with how they got this series started tonight. A nice 1-0 lead.
The key now is to carry this same energy forward and get that second win. These are the playoffs, so you can't afford to relax or think you've got the series in the bag.
Man, you have to recognize what a night it was for Jaylen Duren.
Well, he was so active defensively, anticipating, grabbing steals, one of the most underappreciated stats in the game.
They've got a commanding lead.
It just seems like everything is going their way.
Pass to Holland. Now here's Cunningham, guarded by Dick. Baseline try, and that one's good. Cunningham.
Impressive job by this team, and you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
So we see the Pistons taking the W here. And it always takes a lot of pressure off a team when they get the win in Game 1.
It's the most important game of the series. They've shown they know how to beat this team. The formula's in place. Now they just have to stick with it for the next few games.
And that about wraps it up for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference quarterfinals. For Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson signing off. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Jaylen Duren.